What was once the Polk County Courthouse now serves as the Polk County History Center and houses the Historical Museum and Library. The museum serves Polk community through special events, volunteer opportunities, and educational programs. More details are coming up next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Tina Mann, and joining me in the studio today is Myrtis Young, the Historic Preservation Manager at the Polk County History Center.
Hello, Tina.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So we are going into August, which thankfully is ending the hottest time of the year, and it's also going to be the end of the huge project you have going on at the History Center. So why don't you tell us about the project or the progress on the plaster repairs?
We're really pleased with this beautification project. It's actually preservation, but it's also beautification. You know, through the Florida State Grant Historic Preservation Funds, we were able to repair some plaster that had been damaged from moisture wicking into the building. And it's been very interesting watching this progress with the repair of the plaster and then the painting. And I was telling someone recently, it's really very fun to think of the painting in the 1908 courtroom, think of 22 feet up in the ceiling, painting that ceiling and reapplying the stencils. It's like our own Sistine Chapel project that we're seeing take place. But we're pleased to say that we're going to be wrapping that up, and by the end of August, we'll see the building back in order.
And they're doing such a good job, and it's such a neat process to, like, I got a chance to talk to some of the workers, and they were showing me like the original hair, goat hair in the plaster, things like that. But it's such an amazing building, and you guys are doing such a good job of keeping it up and preserving it and making sure that people can enjoy it. But in the meantime, people can expect, you know, some exhibit closures and a little bit more of a disruption at the History Center than normal. But it's already looking amazing, and they're doing a good job of not disrupting too much, but it is a process.
And a big building.
And it is a big building. So we did want to mention we have a big event coming up in September, which everything will be done by then.
We do. We're proud. We're so Polk proud. We're so Polk County history proud.
Yes.
In September 19th, represents the 20th anniversary of the opening of the old courthouse as the History Center. And we're going to be commemorating that event on the evening of September 16th. We have been diligently working while the plaster repair has been going on. We have been reinterpreting all of the exhibits in the industry gallery, and we are also going to be opening a new gallery, a permanent exhibit to the history of art and culture in Polk County on that evening. So the evening will be a dedication, a rededication, and a commemoration of the 20th anniversary with new enhanced exhibits and new exhibits. And then it'll be really fun because we were able to engage a dramatic reenactment of Jacob Summerlin that'll be performed by Principal Darrell Ward from the Harrison School of Arts, and this was made possible through a grant from the Florida Humanities Council. So not only will it be an evening where we commemorate the 20th anniversary of the museum, it'll be an opportunity to step back and take a look at the history of art and culture in Polk County and actually feature some dedicated, talented, artistic people from Polk County. We hope to have some dancing, some music, and of course the dramatic performance. So that's September 19th at 6 o'clock in the evening.
It sounds like fun. I'm looking forward to it. We have to give a plug to Florida Humanities Council because they just, I mean, they do so much with you guys, and they're such an amazing organization. So they can look forward to that.
We agree with that.
So then, since you know it's in a little disarray right now, we're going to take a new stance on the Curators of Curiosity program this month. So what are we doing?
We decided that inasmuch as Jacob Summerlin will be with us on September 19th, on August we'll prepare our young learners and our family visitors who come to the museum to take to go back and consider taking that launch of the Florida Stories walking app, and that's the walking tour of Bartow. And it, you know, gives everybody an idea of life in Polk County during that period. And so that's what we're going to do. And the really great thing about it, the way the Florida Humanities Council developed that app, you can actually sit in the air-conditioned rotunda and take the tour just on your telephone, or you can actually go out in the streets and walk and stop and visit each one of the sites.
You can. You can also, you know, from that app, decide which sites you really want to go see that are still there. So it's a really cool opportunity to, you know, learn some history about Bartow, and then if they find something they want to research more, they can always go up to the library.
That's correct.
And do some more research. So it's just good educational opportunities all around. And then coming up on August 21st, you also have the Lunch and Learn.
The Lunch and Learn, we're really excited about it. You know, we've sort of been, this year in our Lunch and Learn series, people might recognize we've done a lot about the environment and natural spaces. And the reason is we've been sort of commemorating the anniversary of Circle B Bar Reserve, their 10th anniversary. And so our speaker coming up in August is Dr. Jack E. Davis, who is a historian from the University of Florida. And he's going to be speaking on, it's a survey of Florida history from pre-Spanish period to the present, illustrating how nature shaped the course of human events. And, you know, that's going to be really exciting. The subject is really exciting, and we're so very proud to be hosting Dr. Davis in the museum. He was recently awarded a Pulitzer Prize for his book that he recently released, that's The Gulf, The Making of an American Sea. So we're going to have a Pulitzer Prize winner talking with us about the impact of natural environments in the state of Florida.
And speaking of that Pulitzer Prize winning book, that is actually what you're recommending this month.
We do recommend that. We think that that would be a great read for August.
So why don't we go ahead and talk about exhibits?
You know, a couple things that I'd like to just emphasize for our viewers is we mentioned with the commemoration of the 20th anniversary, a remake of the exhibits. And you know, this was a 5-year plan that we had in place to reinterpret the story of Polk County's history. That's our purpose. We interpret Polk County history. We are a repository for Polk County history. So over these past 5 years, we have gradually, you know, like taking a bite out of the elephant, one bite at a time, we've gradually moved through the museum, reinterpreted the existing galleries, the Pioneer Gallery, early history, the Industry Gallery, which is the story about the development, the economic development of Polk County, and then the Leisure Gallery, which is a combination. It weaves the story of the evolution of tourism and, you know, play and sports and those kinds of Polk at Play issues. That's completed. Our Heritage Kiosk is about to reach its fulfillment. We're so very proud about that. And then the exhibit that we're most excited about, one of our flagship exhibits, is our Polk Proud, Polk in Service since 1861. And that exhibit is about the history of Polk County government, the beginning of government, how it started, who served, what services were provided, and it's just an exciting opportunity for us to be proud about our employer, the Polk County Board of County Commission, and what services we provide. And then, of course, as I mentioned, we'll be opening a new permanent exhibit that tells the story of art and culture in Polk County. Fun, whimsical, beautiful, exciting, and I just want to say, in working with our researcher, Clifton Moore, on this project.
He's amazing.
He is amazing, has done an excellent job, and I realize if people think there's no arts and culture in Polk County, we've been a cultural community since the 1800s. So this exhibit is going to tell that story, and we'll have an opportunity to see what it was like when pioneers lived here, what they do for entertainment, what was their cultural experience.
I just love what y'all do. The first time I ever visited y'all was probably about 4.5 years ago. Like, I had always passed by the building and thought that is just beautiful, but I had never gone inside. And I finally got an opportunity when I came to the county to come and see you guys. And I've been a witness to that 5-year plan of just everything that's changed, and how, I mean, the caliber of your exhibits have just gone up like so much, and they're beautiful and they're fun, they're interactive. I mean, you learn so much. So, I mean, you guys do such a great job over there.
Thank you. We have so many opportunities, you know, as the not only the repository for the artifacts that we've collected over the years. The History Center also includes a research library.
Right.
So the resources that we need to tell our story are right on site. So our research begins in the library. We interpret those stories, and then we can execute those through the exhibits. And then through our programming and our educational opportunities and tours, we have the opportunity to actually add another layer of understanding and appreciation for the visitors. It's a very well integrated historical experience for Polk County, and I hope everybody who lives here has an opportunity in the next few months to come over and check it out and see what we're all about. We've been about since 1860.
Right, and you mentioned library. That's another thing I've seen grow in the last, you know, almost 5 years. I mean, it's really, you offer all sorts of workshops and things like that. So, I mean, I know you guys offer a newsletter that if people want to keep up on news about everything, they can contact you guys, get added to that. And I mean, there's a lot of good ways to keep informed and everything else. And the other thing you guys do really well is you have heritage partners around the community. And I know they have some events going on right now. So do you want to go ahead and mention a couple of those?
I do. I'd like to first talk about, we're so excited to give you a date. It's Friday, August 17th at 10:45 a.m. over our friends at Aerospace Discovery at the Florida Air Museum are going to be opening and dedicating a new exhibit, and it's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association's sponsored exhibit, Where Science Meets Service. And that exhibit is just, Jamie Jameson is just diligently working at reinterpreting that museum and doing great things over there. And so that's another wonderful opportunity to experience aerospace and the science and the service of aerospace. You know, it's an interesting thing. I'm so proud. Right. You know, we're approaching the 50th anniversary of the lunar program, and the Apollo lunar program. And you know, we should be so proud that we've had astronauts who trained at the Bartow Air Base. So our air museums and our air bases also provide a very exciting experience about Buzz Aldrin is actually the astronaut, young aviator trained at the Bartow Air Base.
Really? How did I not know that?
You haven't visited that museum yet, but there's a great opportunity for you there.
That is amazing. And we also wanted to mention the City of Frostproof Centennial Celebration.
Yeah, that is correct. Exciting Centennial City, their celebration is September 1st through the 3rd. And one of the several activities they have that will take place that day is a dedication of some citrus crate label boulevard banners. So we'll be over celebrating that as a nice extension to the Citrus Crate Label Tour and to help Frostproof celebrate its centennial. That's September 1st through the 3rd.
And which we haven't actually mentioned in a while is the Citrus Crate Label Tour. So that's another thing that they can go see around the county and visit around the county, and they can get that information right at the History Center, the maps and everything else.
That's correct, or at our website. You can download a map at the website. There again, you know, that's a nice thing to do in the summer heat. Just stay in your air-conditioned car and drive around and locate the beautiful citrus crate labels and think about and study on that early history of marketing Florida citrus.
And they're usually at pretty cool sites. So, I mean, you get a really good experience over that. So, well, it sounds like, even though it might be a little bit of a different month at the History Center, August is still going to be a lot of fun.
History's hot, just like August.
Just like August. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Tina.
Polk County has a rich history and heritage, and the Polk County History Center is continuously thinking of new ways to help Polk residents experience that history. The museum's collection includes natural and cultural objects related to Polk and the greater Central Florida area that represent our history from pre-Columbian to present-day eras. The artifacts on display at the museum represent individuals, cultural groups, and events significant to the region. Located at 100 East Main Street in Bartow, the History Center is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. For more information about exhibits and events, you can check them out on the web at polkhistorycenter.org or give them a call at 863-534-4386.